Hey guys, how you doing? Nate Lopez back again. Today I want to talk about speed and velocity and how that matters. Um, point, shoot, then aim. Get it? So go, 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 go. Get a lot of ABs, get a lot of at-bats, and then funnel in and aim later and get smart about what you're aiming at. Um, but there is a thing called analysis paralysis, right? So kind of what I'm doing right now, right? I made an you're my accountability partner. I made a bet on myself, and I said, hey, I want to get my creative juices flowing. I want to, I told one of my buddies, he goes, what are you doing? I said, I got a V8 engine and I have premium fuel, and I just don't know where to deploy it. So instead of not deploying it, I'm gonna do Facebook posts, right? And just to level up, like I've said a million times, is I'm not a millionaire. I'm not a super CEO. I'm not a super entrepreneur or anything like that. I'm a young millennial, just like a lot of you guys. The one thing that I speak to is, so I'm Hispanic. I'm diverse. I came from very very little, divorced parents, below poverty, Salvation Army, that type of a struggle. And if looking back at it when I was coming up, like I knew that was like statistic type of stuff, right? Like I was gonna be a statistic. And when you think about that, so the one thing I can relate with is, and I haven't made it, right? Everyone's self-fulfillment is different. Some people might say, hey, if you're making six figures, you're doing like, hey, you have a nice house, you have cars, like things like that that maybe you made it. Like in my mind, my self-fulfillment, like for me, is I haven't made it yet, but I know everybody's self-fulfillment is 100% different, and I empathize with that. But so the one thing I can, empathize with a lot and understand and get is, coming from nothing, and having to earn it and grind it to the top. And I've talked about this before. I think I have a competitive advantage for that, just because I fear nothing, because I've ate ramen noodles and I've lived, in a crappy apartment and, different things like that. And I drove a geomet, like, right, like, so I've lived that, so I'm not scared of anything. But I also know, what I'm working away from, right? Because I've seen it, I've tasted it, I know what it is. But at the same time, is like I said, I'm just gritty, because I'll lose it all and go back, and I can do that, right? So that the safety net to me is less, than other folks, I think. So that's kind of like just a level up on like what I think I am and who I am, and maybe who I can speak to and help the most as I go through my business and my life and different experiences, family, friends, work, side hustle, business, life, different things like that. But speed, speed counts. And that's kind of what I did here. I start point, click. I don't have a camera. This is my iPhone right now. I do very little video editing, if any. I point, I shoot, and then I aim, and that's it. And if I keep taking enough cracks, and I keep going and going and going and going and going, one's gonna pop and it's gonna resonate with somebody, and then I'm gonna give back to that somebody and make sure that I'm giving back to them, and then it's gonna reach somebody else, and then so on and so forth, rather than, hey, wait, I gotta save up, I gotta buy a camera. Okay, wait, gotta save up, I gotta buy Final Cut Pro. All right, wait, I gotta make sure I have the great, like, thing to post on YouTube. Then I gotta video edit it, like, amazingly for a month. Like, before you get to it, you're 6 months in. I've been shooting for 6 months and I got 300 videos up, That's just kind of like the speed that I'm talking about. And it's like that in industry, and it's like that in entrepreneurship. Like, you go out to a customer, you go out to, a potential partner, you go out for business, whatever, and the amount of at-bats count, right? I mean, if you take one AB, you better go 1 for 1. If you take 100 ABs, you can go 1 for 100 and still do just as good as the guy that went 1 for 1. You know what I'm saying? So strength in numbers, and velocity and speed in business are critical, and getting it right all the time is not. Some of the most difficult things is when you work in a large industry, in a bureaucratic setting, which all large industries, businesses are bureaucratic settings. The most difficult thing is getting around how to incorporate speed into that, because it's almost like brick wall, right? So how to incorporate speed, but then also how to incorporate patience, knowing that the speed might not be as fast as like a startup, let's say, right? So have the patience and the wherewithal to be able to grind through, those barriers that you have, and continue to work them until you get to the outcome that you need to get to. So with that said, that's kind of my post for today. It's about speed and velocity and how important that is within industry and within entrepreneurship. And I think it's critical to take as many cracks as possible at it and be very, very fast, and then figure out the back end of it later. Now, don't be dumb, right? I mean, you don't want to go throwing crap at a wall literally and see what sticks, but you want to make sure that you keep with good constant ideas, and you move fast on them, as fast as you can within your setting, without completely disrupting everything. And that's something to be kind of mindful too of, is people don't really like change, especially in big industry. And and that's fine. Like, if you can't adapt to that, maybe it's not for you. But you also want to be cognizant of too much too soon, when to implement it, how to implement it. You make sure all your barriers to entry get knocked down, so that way you can complete your project and etc. Right? So that's really important stuff. So with that said, I kind of want to segue into, I'm going to start posting probably daily videos. Not probably, I'm going to. Daily videos. This is really important to me. Again, accountability, something to keep me going right now, and just keep my mind going and active. I'm going to try to find a way to fit it into my life the best that I can, without taking like extraordinary amounts of time, which is the one thing that I lack right now. So I'm going to try to figure out how to do that. I'm toying with a couple ideas that I think will work out. Less sleep, more work is one of them. So gonna try to post every single day. Will post every single day, 5 days a week, 4 or 5 days a week. Definitely not 7. The weekends are being present with the family and stuff like that. Like a couple little work things here and there, but for the most part, weekends are being present, and that's that infinite work-life balance game we talk about. So I'm gonna post every single day. I'm toying with an idea of calling it Morning Coffee with Nate, and then just doing that every day, and just business insights on. I read a lot of books and do it on books and things that I'm thinking and things that I'm reading. Similar to this, but it might be a little more structured. So anyways, just want to give you a quick update. I'll be posting tomorrow morning. I don't know when it'll post, but I'll shoot it every day at least. I don't know what time it'll post or when it'll post. So anyhow, have a good weekend. Hope you guys enjoyed your weekend, maybe a long weekend. Have a good one. Like, subscribe, comment.